Since the triumph of Christ, all Norlatiadec is being cleansed of sin and rebels. Some time before Michael's death in the flesh, the fallen Lucifer's associate, Satan, sought to attend such an Urantia conclave, but the solidification of sentiment against the arch-rebels had reached the point where the doors of sympathy were so well-nigh universally closed that there could be found no standing ground for the Satania adversaries. When there exists no open door for the reception of evil, there exists no opportunity for the entertainment of sin. The doors of the hearts of all Urantia closed against Satan. He was unanimously rejected by the assembled system sovereigns, and it was at this time that the Son of Man beheld Satan fall as lightning from heaven. Since the Lucifer rebellion, a new structure has been provided near the residence of the Faithful of Days. This temporary edifice is the headquarters of the Most High Liaison, who functions in close touch with the Paradise Sun as advisor to the constellation government in all matters respecting the policy and attitude of the Order of Days toward sin and rebellion. 5. The Urantia Fathers since the Lucifer Rebellion. The rotation of the Most Highs on Urantia was suspended at the time of the Lucifer Rebellion. We now have the same rulers who were on duty at that time. We infer that no change in these rulers will be made until Lucifer and his associates are finally disposed of. The present government of the constellation, however, has been expanded to include 12 sons of the Verandadec order. These 12 are as follows. 1. The Constellation Father. The present Most High Ruler of Norlatiadec is number 617,318 of the Verandadec series of Nebadon. He saw service in many constellations throughout our local universe before taking up his Urantia responsibilities. 2. The Senior Most High Associate. 3. The Junior Most High Associate. 4. The Most High Advisor, the personal representative of Michael since his attainment of the status of a Master Son. 5. The Most High Executive, the personal representative of Gabriel stationed on Urantia ever since the Lucifer Rebellion. 6. The Most High Chief of Planetary Observers, the director of the Verandadec observers stationed on the isolated worlds of Satania. 7. The Most High Referee, the Verandadec Sun entrusted with the duty of adjusting all difficulties consequential to rebellion within the constellation. 8. The Most High Emergency Administrator, the Verandadec Sun charged with the task of adapting the emergency enactments of the Norlatiadec legislature to the rebellion-isolated worlds of Satania. 9. The Most High Mediator, the Verandadec Sun assigned to harmonize the special bestowal adjustments on Urantia with the routine administration of the constellation. The presence of certain archangel activities and numerous other irregular ministrations on Urantia, together with the special activities of the brilliant evening stars on Jerusalem, necessitates the functioning of this sun. 10. The Most High Judge Advocate, the head of the emergency tribunal devoted to the adjustment of the special problems of Norlatiadec, growing out of the confusion consequent upon the Satania Rebellion. 11. The Most High Liaison, the Verandadec Sun attached to the Urantia rulers, but commissioned as a special counselor with the Faithful of Days regarding the best course to pursue in the management of problems pertaining to rebellion and creature disloyalty. 12. The Most High Director, the President of the Emergency Council of Urantia. All personalities assigned to Norlatiadec because of the Satania upheaval constitute the Emergency Council, and their presiding officer is a Verandadec of extraordinary experience. And this takes no account of the numerous Verandadecs, envoys of Nebadon constellations, and others who are also resident on Urantia. Ever since the Lucifer Rebellion, the Urantia Fathers have exercised a special care over Urantia and the other isolated worlds of Satania. Long ago the prophet recognized the controlling hand of the constellation fathers in the affairs of nations. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people. Every quarantined or isolated world has a Verandadek sun acting as an observer. He does not participate in planetary administration except when ordered by the Constellation Father to intervene in the affairs of the nations. Actually, it is this Most High Observer who rules in the kingdoms of men. Urantia is one of the isolated worlds of Norlatia Dek, and a Verandadek observer has been stationed on the planet ever since the Caligastia betrayal. When Makaventa Melchizedek ministered in semi-material form on Urantia, he paid respectful homage to the Most High Observer then on duty, as it is written, and Melchizedek, king of Salem, was the priest of the Most High. Melchizedek revealed the relations of this Most High Observer to Abraham when he said, "And blessed be the Most High, who has delivered your enemies into your hand." 6. The Gardens of God. The system capitals are particularly beautified with material and mineral constructions, while the universe headquarters is more reflective of spiritual glory. But the capitals of the constellations are the acme of Morantia activities and living embellishments. On the constellation headquarters worlds, living embellishment is more generally utilized, and it is this preponderance of life, botanic artistry, that causes these worlds to be called the Gardens of God. About 1/2 of Urantia is devoted to the exquisite gardens of the Most Highs, and these gardens are among the most entrancing Morantia creations of the local universe. This explains why the extraordinarily beautiful places on the inhabited worlds of Norlatia Dek are so often called the Garden of Eden. Centrally located in this magnificent garden is the worship shrine of the Most Highs. The psalmist must have known something about these things, for he wrote, "Who shall ascend the hill of the Most Highs? Who shall stand in this holy place? He who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to vanity, nor sworn deceitfully." At this shrine the Most Highs, on every 10th day of relaxation, lead all Urantia in the worshipful contemplation of God the Supreme. The architectural worlds enjoy 10 forms of life of the material order. On Urantia there is plant and animal life, but on such a world as Urantia there are 10 divisions of the material orders of life. Were you to view these 10 divisions of Urantia life, you would quickly classify the first 3 as vegetable and the last 3 as animal, but you would be utterly unable to comprehend the nature of the intervening 4 groups of prolific and fascinating forms of life. Even the distinctively animal life is very different from that of the evolutionary worlds, so different that it is quite impossible to portray to mortal minds the unique character and affectionate nature of these non-speaking creatures. There are thousands upon thousands of living creatures which your imagination could not possibly picture. The whole animal creation is of an entirely different order from the gross animal species of the evolutionary planets. But all this animal life is most intelligent and exquisitely serviceable, and all of the various species are surprisingly gentle and touchingly companionable. There are no carnivorous creatures on such architectural worlds. There is nothing in all Urantia to make any living being afraid. The vegetable life is also very different from that of Urantia, consisting of both material and Morantia varieties. The material growths have a characteristic green coloration, but the Morantia equivalents of vegetative life have a violet or orchid tinge of varying hue and reflection. Such Morantia vegetation is purely an energy growth. When eaten, there is no residual portion. Being endowed with 10 divisions of physical life, not to mention the Morantia variations, these architectural worlds provide tremendous possibilities for the biologic beautification of the landscape and of the material and the Morantia structures. The celestial artisans direct the native Spornasia in this extensive work of botanic decoration and biologic embellishment, whereas your artists must resort to inert paint and lifeless marble to portray their concepts. The celestial artisans and the Univitatia more frequently utilize living materials to represent their ideas and to capture their ideals. If you